We are changing. That's all of us. And we always change. We change internally, and then we start to see that reflected in our lives externally, but also in our world. We are creating our world. That's each person. We come into the world with something within us that if we allow that to flourish and develop, then we contribute something to the world. And that road is going to be different for all of us. It's going to be individual and it's going to be unique. And sometimes it can be surprising. When we move through an evolutionary change as we are now, because we've all felt it, we've all questioned what was happening. Why are we seeing so many things happening in our world that we've never seen before? And I will say that Wilhelm has given us that information. Now, I wasn't going to accept that at first, just like you might not have accepted something about yourself. And that might be why you're feeling a little uncomfortable or why you're not achieving what you want in your life because you haven't found that place that is authentic for you to allow the energy of creation to move through you so that you could have the life that you're supposed to have. And obviously, I chose something else. I chose to bring into the world something that could help all of us. Now, I didn't know that was occurring, and I couldn't have known it until it started to develop, until it fully developed, until I lived it also. And I went through many things in my life, and this work healed so much of it, but I still resisted, just like you might have. In 2021, when I was told that I was given this work that could help us move through this big transition, and I was told the things we would be experiencing, it was going to be challenging. It would look like destruction. It would look like everything was falling apart, except it was an opportunity for us to come together, and that's each of us. Yesterday, I pulled together people in my program. I said, we have to have a meeting because I had let down on some of the group calls that we were doing, and it was the most wonderful thing. I can't even tell you how gratifying that was because they were all saying, wow, we wanted to come together. We were feeling nervous. We were feeling uncomfortable because we're changing. We don't know what's happening. What's happening is that each of us is being asked to become our best self. My best self was finally creating this work, which can take you to understanding why you're here on this planet, how to move through any generational biases and trauma that you might have experienced, how to find that life path that you're meant to have, because it's there for every single person. And I could not have told you I was going to become a mystic or a sage or any of that because when I first started, I kept it hidden for more than 20 years. But I do know now, especially seeing the results that have come through with the members of this program and also witnessing the energetic shifts that are happening in our world and understanding that if we don't do what we came here to do, then it's not going to turn out well. One of the things that used to come through in all the channeling sessions, Wilhelm would say, the world that you want to see is not guaranteed, meaning that each of us cannot guarantee the lives we're meant to have or live unless we decide to become our authentic selves. That's self-actualization. That is personal development or self-improvement, however you think of it, but it's each within each person. It just happens to be unique. And so it has become unique with me. What I'm doing now is finishing this work because I have and I heard this so often from Wilhelm. We've given you everything that could change your life in the world. And I didn't believe it, and many others didn't either, except now I'm seeing it. And I'm going to, everyone's not going to believe that. But this is work is not for every single person, I understand. But for those of you who are looking for a way to understand that path, and some of you know that it's a spiritual path that you might be on, or just personal development, or you just know that you want to see a better world. The way that that happens is you becoming your best self. There is no other way for any of us to create that. And so I'm going to be changing things next week. You're going to see all of this, but I also wanted you to understand what this work was and why it works, because it's based in science. It's developed using the principles that we know that cause people to become who they could be. It's psychological, it's in your consciousness, and for many people, it's your soul mission. And many people are feeling that now because that's what you've been awakened to. So please look at the program. I created something. We're having a new page I want you to see so that you understand exactly what is included because we're having a great time now. That's what I'm saying. When you come together with like-minded people, it feels quite different. It's not as scary. You don't feel alone. And that is the one thing I felt that way most of my life. I felt out of place and just different. And I never want others to feel that. And now I have something that could accomplish that. You know, you had that idea too that when you were younger, that you were going to do something that was going to make a difference in the world or change the world. Now you have that opportunity because when you become who you're meant to be, you will actually help change the world. So check out all the work and you'll understand it now. And this is the time for all of us to change so that we can create the lives and world we want to have. See you soon.